Hello, my name is Veronica McCulloch, and today I am going to give a professional development on problem solving, the behavior edition. First, we're going to start with the objectives. The objectives for this PD is you are going to understand the problem solving process and its relevance to special education, to develop skills for identifying problems and generating solutions, to explore strategies for implementing interventions and evaluating outcomes, and to enhance collaboration and communication skills among special education teachers. First, let's look at the materials that we are going to need for this presentation. You're going to need the case studies and the handouts for the problem solving. In the handout portion, you're going to get some tips for problem solving. So you're going to get some tips on how to collaborate with colleagues, using data to inform your decision making, involving parents and families, using evidence-based practices, and to be flexible and open-minded. Also, I'd like to go over what it is not. So these are some roadblocks that you can run into in your problem solving. So you could not clarify the actual problem. So you could not be able to tell what the problem is. But honestly, if you are sitting and you are problem solving with other teachers, there's definitely a problem that you should be discussing. What you are not doing is discussing that problem, aka venting. You are not venting about the student. What you are doing is you are trying to problem solve and see how you can fix the problem, not just discuss the problem. This is solution based. Also, not letting everyone be involved could be a roadblock. Parents, teachers, general education teachers, school psychs, speech, if they have speech, OT, PT, any of those people that interact with the student need to be part of this. Why is this important? Well, you're going to identify the problem, generate solutions, implement interventions, and evaluate outcomes. What is the problem? Well, you've got to identify it. What is your main problem that you need to sit down and solve? Then you are going to generate a solution. How can we fix this? This is not a venting session where you get to just vent about the issue. Yes, there is a time and a place for that, but this is not it. This is where we generate a solution. Then we are going to implement intervention. So you're going to put into action what was discussed whenever you decided to generate a solution. Step 4 is to evaluate your outcomes. How did the implementation go? How did that go? And do you need to go back to step 1? Make sure you communicate with parents and get their input as well. Let's look at a case study. We're going to use the 4 steps in this case study. We're going to look at Maria. Maria is a 12-year-old student with autism. She struggles with social skills and communication. She has difficulty making friends and gets upset when schedules or routines are changed. Maria's teacher is concerned that she is not participating in class activities and is becoming isolated from peers. What is our problem here? She's isolated from peers. She has poor social skills, and she has difficulty with changing schedules and times. We are going to generate a solution. Again, this is not a time to vent. What strategies could help improve her social skills? How can the teacher improve Maria's peers? How could she involve Maria's peers in supporting social skills? What accommodations or modifications can be made to support her participation? And how can we address her difficulties with transitions and changing of routines? And how can progress monitoring be used to evaluate the effectiveness of the interventions? The interventions. What strategies will be used to help Maria be successful from the questions answered in the solutions section? What will you put into action? Evaluate. How will you evaluate that she's been successful? What is your action plan? How will you monitor progress? And then set a time to meet again. A lot of this is about the power of positivity and working with others to find a solution. So you're always responsible for how you act, no matter how you feel.